Before you click off, hear me out for 1 second. For this video, I'm going to be dealing with two different parts of my audience. The first part is boys that played this game, don't give a fuck that it's for adults, and got no issue with the video. The second part is going to be boys that think that even mentioning a game like this is fucking career suicide for me. So in order to solve this, I'm age restricting this video right off the bat. Since I know once a kid sees that you gotta be 18 to watch this video, they definitely will not lie about their age to watch this. I mean, what kid on the internet lies on an age restriction warning? Anyways, I'm confident this video ain't gonna hurt me in any way, since for one, the boys in the community have already been asking me for around a year now about this video, so you know for a fact I don't let nobody down with this. Secondly, the fucking industry in Japan is off the fucking charts right now, so I wouldn't mind getting a few stacks of yen for this. And lastly, the game wasn't even half fucking bad, honestly. Not that I'd know, not that I'd play this, no. So enough fucking around, sit back, relax, and let me tell you about a game that's affected the hearts, minds, and most importantly, the testosterone levels of teenagers all around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ultra Adventure Go Go Asawari Island. Never saying that shit out loud again. First of all, there's legit a hard drive's worth of porn in this game, so little Timmy watched in the library better fuck right off. 18 and up only on this one. But anyways, if I'm gonna tell you about Asawari Island, the first place to start would be the Hokuto Corporation, known as DMM.com nowadays. These boys picked up Asawari Island from the development group G Transporter. I can't find a fucking thing about G Transporter nowadays besides the fact that they were the original devs. For all I know, G Transporter could just be slang for a pimp mobile after that. I don't fucking know, but G Transporter released the original mobile version on the DMM in the later half of 2013, and the reception was pretty good. It was fully voiced, had a good bit of content, and most importantly, it had charm. It wasn't some soulless cash grab like a lot of the other games in the genre. It actually felt like the devs put their heart into the game, which is something you don't see too much nowadays. In terms of gameplay, players would collect, upgrade, and organize these Aero Man cards into teams of 5 to battle a raid boss, which partially transferred over to the PC version. Since the mobile version is pretty much lost to the language barrier, I can't give you too much detail on a lot of the events on mobile. There's a fan book that a buddy in the server showed me, but it's all in Japanese, so good luck reading it back. But the PC and mobile versions apparently had all the same characters and all, but the stories themselves were completely different besides that, so I'll just tell you the basics of the PC version. You starts off with some missus known as the Professor, who researches creatures on the island called Aero Man. Apparently the main character drifts ashore onto the island and gets saved by both the Professor and some cat thing named Ochiko, who's the missus you'd see on all the promotional stuff for the game. Go fucking figure. Like you can see from the gameplay, the game's a turn-based RPG. You had the ability to swap Aero Man in the rows while you waited for the attacks to recharge, and each Aero Man had their own unique special move. It could range from dealing a shit ton of damage to lowering the enemy speed down to fucking turtle levels, stuff like that. So he uses these Aero Man to fight for you, and if he wins, you could get a chance to catch even more of them. You could either use a regular gem, which gives you a low chance to catch the rare ones and a decent chance to catch the regulars, or a monster gem, which guarantees that you'll catch whoever you use it on. The game also had a monthly event system, which you could use to get a chance at some extra XP, learn more about the story, and more importantly, get some free shit, which everyone fucking likes, so you can't really complain there about. The craziest shit of them all was that this game actually had a PvP system. That's right, there ain't a better way to spend a night with your buddies than getting into some skeevy player versus player action. It was fun as fuck too, if I remembers. You had to plan shit out before you jumped into battle, and the game had some decent balance behind it. Even if the AI itself took control of the buddy you were fighting, it was still a ton of fun. Now this is where I gotta give you the bad news. Even though the game itself is fun, charming and all that, it was definitely a pay-to-win game. From the prices I remembered, you'd either have to log into a game for 30 days in a row, or spend $1 American to get 1 monster gem. And that's not even mentioning the whole gacha system they had. Basically, you could buy these things called boosters, which would give you a guaranteed character along with a bunch of spins for other Aero Man. The problem with this was the fucking price, and oh my fuck. It got crazy when they went over to the English, that's all I'll say. You could spend an upwards of fucking $40 for 2 characters and a few spins. Like, it was pretty retarded. Back in the early days, 25 packs could set you back $100. And even then, you weren't guaranteed to get the best characters on every draw. Doesn't sound worth it to me. Speaking of that, the devs started lacking certain Aero Man behind these overpriced air spins. So the whole idea of playing the game legit to unlock Aero Man kinda got thrown out the window. If you didn't spend money, you were at a clear disadvantage. Speaking of English, that's what we'll be hitting next. Since the DMM PC and mobile versions were pretty big in Japan, the obvious step would be to localize it for the nerds in the United States to enjoy. And that's exactly what the dev team at Super Hippo did, as the PC version was released to Western audiences through the adult game site Nutaku.com on September 17th, 2015. Now, I'm not gonna talk shit on Nutaku since I don't got a fucking clue how they works internally. But if I were to guess, I'd say they charge as fees out the arse for devs looking to get a game up there. I could be 100% wrong, but I got a feeling Nutaku would come back to bite OI in the ass a few years later.
A few minutes later.
Getting back on track, the first few months of Asawari Island on Nutaku were just as deadly as DMM's initial release just a few years back. Tons of new content, lots to do, and just like before, a good bit of charm to go along with it. Things were looking up for Super Hippo, and the English mobile version came out in the summer of 2016. It looked like the money was going to be raked up for years to come, but sadly this is where the shit hits the fan. On October 31st, 2016, the DMM PC and mobile versions of Asawari Island were suddenly shut down. For fans of the game, this wasn't too shocking, since at this point the game wasn't getting updated, no new content was added, and the player base was stagnant. But still, losing the original version of your main project can't be good news, and in July 31st of 2017, the Nutaku mobile version shut down as well. The final Asawari Island release kept on going for a while, thanks largely to the efforts of this buddy named Basho Man, a former developer for Super Hippo. But for reasons I don't got a fucking clue on, Basho left Super Hippo and the game was shut down on August 30th, 2018.
How many brothers fell victim to the street? Rest in peace, young nigga. There's a heaven for you. Be alive if I told you that I never thought of that. My niggas, we the last ones left. But life goes on.
Sad way to end things, isn't it? A game with charm, heart and effort put into it gets shut down due to losing out on so much money. Can't say it's the first time I heard of that, and I doubt it'll be the last. But before you clicks off, I got some good news for any interested in the game. One of the character artists who goes by the totally real and legit birth name of Air Red is playing a convention at some spot in Tokyo. Buddy is selling a shit ton of merchandise and plans to release his unofficial fan book of the game sometime this winter, and it's getting a good bit of buzz. Now if this artist happens to be watching this video, which I'm certain he is, I got a message for you. Since I don't exactly got the time to swim across the Gulf of Labrador all the way to Shitsville, Tokyo, Japan, I will not be able to attend the convention you're at, but I got an offer for you that you might like a good bit. If you sends me as much of the promotional shit that you got for the game as you can, I'll make sure that everyone in all of fucking Newfoundland knows about this game, I swears to you. If you needs an ambassador for Asawari Island, I'm your hookup. Holla if you fucking hear me. I knows your Twitter, and now you knows mine. DM me ba, I'll set it up. PO Box and all. Last thing before I goes, I gotta give a special shout out to the Asawari Island Discord. Since without them pestering and asking me for almost a year for info on this video, I probably wouldn't have made it. They gave me so much information and so much support that I gotta give huge props to them. They're fucking awesome people, but I gotta say. Remember that if you like this video, feel free to drop me a like. And if you want to see more, click on the subscribe button. Or not, I don't fucking care. After this video, I wouldn't even blame you either way, but. This has been Leaf Carlo, and I'll see you on the right side of the rock. Have a good one.